From my experience, I know that it seems only a few of my prayers were answered. The rest remain unanswered. And perhaps this is also your experience. Many Christians express disappointment and frustration, feeling that their petitions remain unanswered. What should we do when our prayers seem to go unheard? Today's first reading, especially 1 John chapter 5, verse 14, provides an answer for us. According to this verse, God hears our requests and prayers and grants them according to His will. This does not mean that God only provides for our needs when they align with His plan. It is far more profound. An answered prayer is one aligned with God's character, His eternal plan, and His ultimate goodness. What does it mean? First, this verse teaches us about a relationship of trust. As God's children, we are invited to believe that our Heavenly Father knows what is best for us. He will, and His will is perfect, loving, and aimed at our true good. His will is perfect and is for our good, our salvation, sanctification, and His greater purpose. Answered prayers is what draws us closer to that divine goal. So prayers are more than requests, but a kind of exercises or spiritual exercises through which we can move closer to God. Second, this verse shifts our prayer focus. Instead of merely presenting a list of personal desires or needs, we are encouraged to search for and want what God desires. This means our prayers should also be filled with petitions like, "Your will be done in my life," or "Use me for your glory." Thus, prayer becomes a tool to align our desires with God's desires, not the other way around. Dear sisters and brothers, what is the message of this teaching for Christian life, for our daily lives? Firstly, we need to know that prayer is a communication. It is not an authentic vending machine. Its purpose is to build an intimate relationship with God where we learn to know His heart and allow our hearts to be transformed by Him. Secondly, it is about confidence in prayer. We can approach with boldness and courage, confident that if our request aligns with His will, He hears us and is at work. This grants assurance, not doubt. Grants assurance, not doubt. Thirdly, it is about character formation. The process of learning to pray according to God's will matures our faith. We learn to surrender our ego and our momentary wants and to prioritize God's kingdom. Prayers become means to experience the transformation of our minds and our hearts. St. John the Baptist provides a concrete, real, and easy to understand example in this regard. speaking about Jesus and himself, he said, "He must increase, but I must decrease." John the Baptist prioritized God above himself. I think, and I'm sure 100%, that John the Baptist also always thinks about God's desires than his own. In conclusion, the promise in John, the first letter of St. John, chapter 5, verse 14, is a promise of God's sovereign goodness. God is not hesitant to give, but actually desires to give the best, himself and everything that fits within his loving plan. Our task is to come, to ask, and to let his good, pleasing, and perfect will become the deepest longing of our prayers. My dear sisters and brothers, are we trying to understand and accept God's will in our lives? Perhaps many of our prayers remain unanswered, but I'm sure that God has given us the best, Jesus Christ, whom we receive through the Eucharist. So let us prepare ourselves to receive the best from God, Jesus Christ.